Hey everyone, Sharpan here. Today I'm going to give a preview of the ssured large language model, which is going to do the predictive analysis for uncategorized transactions in a book of accounts. So just to give you guys set this up properly, uh, ssured will allow clients or accountants or whoever it is that's performing currently manual bookkeeping functions to run our AI on top of existing transactional data, whether that's being pulled in from a third party banking source or from a spreadsheet or from a third party application. They will be able to directly pull in the transactions, or like I did right now from a third party app, or upload a spreadsheet with all of the transactions. And when a transaction is not categorized, in other words, when the type is missing, you'll be able to execute the ssured model, and it will start predicting based on the parameters that it's been trained on what type of transaction it is, therefore saving whoever is managing these book of accounts a tremendous amount of time. Today I'm going to show you actually a little under the hood on how this works and what actually is taking place in the back end by running the model directly in a Google Colab instance and showing you what it does and how it will function in the backend. So here we have a standard CSV. The CSV has all the stuff you'd typically expect from a book of accounts. However, it's missing a key thing, which is the transaction category, which is what the accountant would sit there and do based on his knowledge of what this transaction is. So we're going to actually upload this exact statement into the model, and we're going to ask it, based on the training that it's received, can you predict what type of account head, what type of transaction category all 1,400 of these random transactions are? And it will do its best based on the information it's been trained on. It also is going to contain an accuracy meter to tell us if it has less accuracy than we would like. And it's going to try to make a prediction on all of this. And then that's what would appear in the front end if you actually executed this. So let's do that right now. So I'm just going to upload that sheet. Well, you can see it's modified CSV, and it is just being uploaded to the instance. Now, if I click it here, just so you guys can see it, this is the same thing, but as you can see, there's no transaction category, just type and statement. And we are now going to run the model. It's going to do its predictions, going to actually read all the transactions, make the prediction, and then create two extra columns predicting what they're going to be. And it's going to export it directly to the spreadsheet for you to be able to download. So let's do that. Just make sure that the paths are all correct. Copy to that. Okay, good. Let's close this. Let's run it. Okay, so perfect. It's updated the saved data, which is the new data, directly to the sheet. So if we just click this again and open it, it is now going to show you all of the transactions, except now it has what the predicted account head and account head are. It's just the same thing, but sometimes when they differ, we know when it's hallucinating. So this now is going through all 1,400 transactions based on previous spreadsheets like this that we fed to the model for its training. That's where it's recognizing things like the description and the type, and if it's a debit or credit. And also that's where it's pulling up all of the possible categorization options for this particular client or this particular sheet. So now this would be what's predicted and sent back to the front end, and that would be filling out what the type column is. And that's exactly how somebody can leverage ssured, without having to do a 1,400 categorizations. Now, obviously, if some of it's not accurate, they'll have the ability to fix the ones that are not accurate, but that narrows it down to such a small amount. So this is the crux of ssured, and we hope that you'll find the product as exciting and as useful as we intended it to be.